ऐसे ही और भी वीडियोस के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और बेल आइकन को दबाना बिल्कुल मत भूलो। ऐसे ही और भी वीडियोस के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और बेल आइकन को दबाना बिल्कुल मत भूलो। ऐसे ही और भी वीडियोस के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और बेल आइकन को दबाना बिल्कुल मत भूलो। ऐसे ही और भी वीडियोस के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और बेल आइकन को दबाना बिल्कुल मत भूलो। ऐसे ही और भी वीडियोस के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और बेल आइकन को दबाना बिल्कुल मत भूलो। ऐसे ही और भी वीडियोस के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और बेल आइकन को दबाना बिल्कुल मत भूलो। ऐसे ही और भी वीडियोस के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और बेल आइकन को दबाना बिल्कुल मत भूलो। ऐसे ही और भी वीडियोस के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और बेल आइकन को दबाना बिल्कुल मत भूलो। ऐसे ही और भी वीडियोस के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और बेल आइकन को दबाना बिल्कुल मत भूलो। ऐसे ही और भी वीडियोस के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और बेल आइकन को दबाना बिल्कुल मत भूलो। ऐसे ही और भी वीडियोस के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और बेल आइकन को दबाना बिल्कुल मत भूलो। ऐसे ही और भी वीडियोस के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और बेल आइकन को दबाना बिल्कुल मत भूलो। ऐसे ही और भी वीडियोस के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और बेल आइकन को दबाना बिल्कुल मत भूलो। ऐसे ही और भी वीडियोस के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और बेल आइकन को दबाना बिल्कुल मत भूलो। ऐसे ही और भी वीडियोस के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और बेल आइकन को दबाना बिल्कुल मत भूलो। ऐसे ही और भी वीडियोस के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और बेल आइकन को दबाना बिल्कुल मत भूलो। ऐसे ही और भी वीडियोस के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और बेल आइकन को दबाना बिल्कुल मत भूलो। ऐसे ही और भी वीडियोस के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और बेल आइकन को दबाना बिल्कुल मत भूलो। ऐसे ही और भी वीडियोस के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और बेल आइकन को दबाना बिल्कुल मत भूलो। ऐसे ही और भी वीडियोस के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और बेल आइकन को दबाना बिल्कुल मत भूलो। ऐसे ही और भी वीडियोस के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और बेल आइकन को दबाना बिल्कुल मत भूलो। ऐसे ही और भी वीडियोस के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और बेल आइकन को दबाना बिल्कुल मत भूलो। ऐसे ही और भी वीडियोस के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और बेल आइकन को दबाना बिल्कुल मत भूलो। ऐसे ही और भी वीडियोस के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और बेल आइकन को दबाना बिल्कुल मत भूलो। ऐसे ही और भी वीडियोस के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और बेल आइकन को दबाना बिल्कुल मत भूलो। ऐसे ही और भी वीडियोस के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और बेल आइकन को दबाना बिल्कुल मत भूलो। ऐसे ही और भी वीडियोस के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और बेल आइकन को दबाना बिल्कुल मत भूलो। ऐसे ही और भी वीडियोस के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और बेल आइकन को दबाना बिल्कुल मत भूलो। ऐसे ही और भी वीडियोस के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और बेल आइकन को दबाना बिल्कुल मत भूलो। ऐसे ही और भी वीडियोस के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और बेल आइकन को दबाना बिल्कुल मत भूलो। ऐसे ही और भी वीडियोस के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और बेल आइकन को दबाना बिल्कुल मत भूलो। ऐसे ही और भी वीडियोस के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और बेल आइकन को दबाना बिल्कुल मत भूलो। ऐसे ही और भी वीडियोस के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और बेल आइकन को दबाना बिल्कुल मत भूलो। ऐसे ही और भी वीडियोस के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और बेल आइकन को दबाना बिल्कुल मत भूलो। ऐसे ही और भी वीडियोस के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और बेल आइकन को दबाना बिल्कुल मत भूलो। ऐसे ही और भी वीडियोस के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और बेल आइकन को दबाना बिल्कुल मत भूलो। ऐसे ही और भी वीडियोस के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और बेल आइकन को दबाना बिल्कुल मत भूलो। ऐसे ही और भी वीडियोस के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और बेल आइकन को दबाना बिल्कुल मत भूलो। ऐसे ही और भी वीडियोस के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और बेल आइकन को दबाना बिल्कुल मत भूलो। ऐसे ही और भी वीडियोस के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और बेल आइकन को दबाना बिल्कुल मत भूलो। ऐसे ही और भी वीडियोस के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और बेल आइकन को दबाना बिल्कुल मत भूलो। ऐसे ही और भी वीडियोस के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और बेल आइकन को दबाना बिल्कुल मत भूलो। ऐसे ही और भी वीडियोस के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और बेल आइकन को दबाना बिल्कुल मत भूलो। ऐसे ही और भी वीडियोस के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और बेल आइकन को दबाना बिल्कुल मत भूलो। ऐसे ही और भी वीडियोस के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और बेल आइकन को दबाना बिल्कुल मत भूलो। ऐसे ही और भी वीडियोस के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और बेल आइकन को दबाना बिल्कुल मत भूलो। ऐसे ही और भी वीडियोस के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और बेल आइकन को दबाना बिल्कुल मत भूलो। ऐसे ही और भी वीडियोस के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और बेल आइकन को दबाना बिल्कुल मत भूलो। ऐसे ही और भी वीडियोस के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और बेल आइकन को दबाना बिल्कुल मत भूलो। ऐसे ही और भी वीडियोस के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और बेल आइकन को दबाना बिल्कुल मत भूलो। ऐसे ही और भी वीडियोस के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और बेल आइकन को दबाना बिल्कुल मत भूलो। ऐसे ही और भी वीडियोस के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और बेल आइकन को दबाना बिल्कुल मत भूलो। ऐसे ही और भी वीडियोस के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और बेल आइकन को दबाना बिल्कुल मत भूलो। ऐसे ही और भी वीडियोस के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और बेल आइकन को दबाना बिल्कुल मत भूलो। ऐसे ही और भी वीडियोस के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और बेल आइकन को दबाना बिल्कुल मत भूलो। ऐसे ही और भी वीडियोस के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और बेल आइकन को दबाना बिल्कुल मत भूलो। ऐसे ही और भी वीडियोस के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और बेल आइकन को दबाना बिल्कुल मत भूलो। ऐसे ही और भी वीडियोस के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और बेल आइकन को दबाना बिल्कुल मत भूलो। ऐसे ही और भी वीडियोस के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और बेल आइकन को दबाना बिल्कुल मत भूलो। ऐसे ही और भी वीडियोस के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और बेल आइकन को दबाना बिल्कुल मत भूलो। ऐसे ही और भी वीडियोस के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और बेल आइकन को दबाना बिल्कुल मत भूलो। ऐसे ही और भी वीडियोस के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और बेल आइकन को दबाना बिल्कुल मत भूलो। ऐसे ही और भी वीडियोस के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और बेल आइकन को दबाना बिल्कुल मत भूलो। ऐसे ही और भी वीडियोस के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और बेल आइकन को दबाना बिल्कुल मत भूलो। ऐसे ही और भी वीडियोस के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और बेल आइकन को दबाना बिल्कुल मत भूलो। ऐसे ही और भी वीडियोस के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और बेल आइकन को दबाना बिल्कुल मत भूलो। ऐसे ही और भी वीडियोस के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और बेल आइकन को दबाना बिल्कुल मत भूलो। ऐसे ही और भी वीडियोस के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और बेल आइकन को दबाना बिल्कुल मत भूलो।
So good morning to all the viewers. Captain of Maharudra Rising, Mukhtar Qadri won the toss, deciding to field first. So we are ready to see the proceedings of the first quarterfinals. So Sarfaraz Nawaz, one of the outstation player for Maharudra Rising. They are hailing from Thaligaon Panchayat. And the second team, that is Western Chargers, are the local team. Bunch of youth playing very well. Here comes Sarfaraz Nawaz to bowl to Prahlad. Nicely put away. Oh, chance of a run out. Oh, that was an opportunity. Non-striker Samarth Sheteli was very slow off the box. A slight miscalculation you can see from both these batsmen. But luckily, they are still on the wicket. Good to see that there was a bounce of the very first ball. Look at how Prahlad had played that ball onto the back foot, on the rise, on the toes. Basuraj Madar, the man. I think the throw was good. It's just that keeper could not grab it in its hands. So little drama unfolding on the very first ball. Interesting to see both are good sides. Maharudra Rising with the outstation players looking pretty good on the paper. But you never know when the youths play the way they have played in the first game of Kurcharem. Certainly will give it a fight. Getting a little swing here, but needs to control it. Wide outside off stump. The two men in the deep point region and third man region. So idea is to be bowling the shot of good length and let them play the cut shots. Let them play. This is in the air. This might be a catch. Fielder going behind and that's a stunning catch. That's a stunning catch. Absolute ripper here in the first over. Samarth cannot believe it. It was going away from the fielder. He had to gauge it and finally takes cleanly. What a stunning catch here to get rid of the danger man of the very first over. That's the reason why I tell Maharudra Rising are a very good unit. Bunch of the experienced players and also the players who are playing regularly in leather ball cricket. So Kiran Shiroekar is the man in that mid-off region going towards the long-on region, taking almost, the ball had gone behind him. So he had to position himself well. He did it in a nice manner and pouching onto it. It's a good start given here by Sarfaraz Nawaz through a wonderful fielding. And now 2 for 1. In comes the new man. Saish. Still got a slip in place, Mukhtar Qadri. And you can see a normal field set. The deep point and the third man are almost close. It's not. It's more towards the finer side, not the squarer side, the point region. This time nicely bowled. Watchfully played here by Saish. Winning the toss, I feel, was crucial. Most of the times the captain wins the toss and electing to field first. Maybe there might be a little bit on the surface. So again, hitting the top of the bat on the blade. Certainly, bounce is there. It's very good to see. Normally during the end of May season or maybe during the April or May, you don't get this bounce. But not too many tournaments held on this surface. So I think it's pretty fresh, still fresh. The grass is fresh And the work has been done good here by the groundsman. Oh, that was in the air. Just away from Mukhtar Qadri. They have placed the fielders in the right position and they are bowling according to the field. Especially Sarfaraz Nawaz in this first over. The score moves on to 3. What a player to have in your rank, Sarfaraz Nawaz. He does well in all formats, whether it is light ball, hard tennis ball and leather ball cricket. Recently in this Sunday, he was awarded the player of the series, the man of the final and the best batsman of the tournament. All 3 for the same man in Jagdamba Chashak in Kankona. This time played in the covers and that's a successful over here. First over for Sarfaraz Nawaz. Picks up the wicket of Samar Teli and Western Chargers are at the score of 4 for 1. 3 for 1. So the 3 outstation players for this team, Basuraj Madar, Sarfaraz Nawaz and Vaibhav Naik. Taligaon Panchayat is considered to be a strong team, a strong cricket team in all formats. Maharudra Rising, Tanmay Uzgaonkar, who puts this team, he likes this team a lot. And normally tries to put the name Maharudra Rising for this Taligaon Panchayat team. This time played with soft hands on the leg side and just getting the single. Yeah, whenever there is a wicket lost, especially in the first over, I think it's time to build up the innings slowly and steadily. Prahlad very well will know it. Cannot give away your wickets at this point of time, getting the middle order quite early in this match. Samar Teli, I can understand with the openers, they have to go after the bowling and they have to get as much as possible in these power play overs. There's always the idea with the attacking batsmen like Samarth. He went for the shots, just that it did not go away from the fielder. Now the left-hander will be on strike. Left and right-hand combination here for Western Chargers. Beaten him in the defense, asking the batsman to come and asking the questions to the left-hander. Just a loopy delivery, not the normal pace that Kiran Shirvekar bowls. So maybe he's trying to concentrate on this channel. Prahlad is a very good young talented player. We have seen a first innings in the first match that he played. Very cool, calm, composed character. This time nicely played with soft hands on the leg side. So keeping the strike and scoreboard moving with those singles at this moment. Understanding the bowlers are bowling well and this ball is doing little bit, not much with the new ball. We are just into the second over. And the first free hit has been taken here by Saish. I'll always ask question to Sanguem cricketers, what is the best way and when is the best time to take the free hits. Every batsman, every captain has a different thought process to take and go forward about these free hits. Well, I think yesterday Saniket Palekar for Gajant Lakshmi had taken the free hits in the best possible way that I could feel. And you can see that trying to go across on the mid-wicket region, and the long on was there, and there is a deep mid-wicket as well. So maybe offside was a better option. So change of pace here from the bowler, deceiving the batsman. So another change in the field brought. There is an extra cover being placed now, and man in the deep on the leg side has been brought inside. Oh, I think this is the third time that I've seen in this tournament. Maybe there is a spot over there. I was discussing yesterday with Tushar Karmalkar, and maybe one of those spots, maybe hitting that spot and a ball rising a little bit. It's not continuous that we see such balls being bowled, just odd balls here and there, one in every game, and Saish should consider himself lucky. He played it very well in the end, played with soft hands. Yesterday itself, at this time, I saw wide. I saw one delivery that got rid of the batsman that landed in that area and bounced away. And the batsman had put his bat onto that and giving a catch to the keeper. Sometimes at that spot, maybe the ball comes in. Sometimes at that spot, maybe the ball goes away. But I think as a batsman, it's just going to be an odd delivery, and you have to get rid of that out of your mind. At this time, it might be one more single. They are not going for the single. Basuraj Madar very quick to come from all the way from long on region towards the mid-wicket to cover that. And a pretty good over. Good start here by Kiran Shirvekar as well. After 2, it's 7 for 1. The Chapu is going to continue from the railway gate end. Oh, once again. Oh, absolute ripper. Absolute ripper here. Well, I cannot blame the batsman over there. Once again, the ball has bounced a little bit. This time he is unlucky. But it's a stunning catch here from the keeper, Vaibhav Naik. This will certainly go viral in Goan cricket circles. He'll be very happy with that. And we have taken 2 outstanding catches here from Maharudra's rising side. One from Kiran Shirvekar and now coming from the keeper, Vaibhav Naik. He was in the air like a bird, flying to catch his prey, and he took it in one hand. Well, the fielding is of the highest order here from Maharudra Rising. And both the wickets that have fallen, the credit should go to the fielders. The new batsman, Harish Kutti. Very talented youngster from, not a youngster now. Very talented player, you can say, from Kurcharam region, who has made his name and mark not only in Goa but outside Goa, in Dubai and other countries as well. And Mukhtar Qadri, you can say, having a word with him because I guess they must have played together in Dubai. This time nicely played. And he knows how good is the player, this man who gets a single and gets up the mark. So like to pick him early. And he's the key here. He's the key for Western Chargers. Well, I think Western Chargers will feel unlucky in the dressing room. They must feel that, yes, Samarth played a good shot. Everyone thought it's going away from the fielder, and the fielder takes a good catch. They might be thinking that it might have gone for 4 runs. It was their day. And the second was also a stunner from the keeper, which was... oh, this is bouncing like a tennis ball here. And Sarfaraz Nawaz, he's hitting that line and length consistently. Surprising to see this bounce because we have witnessed some outstanding batting display, and the pitch has also played a good part. But today, I think this is the 3rd time the ball is bouncing that way. So maybe winning the toss might be crucial here. Now immediately you see with that ball being bowled, field change. There is a gully and now a slip in place. I can understand as a batsman, one or delivery is rising up. That happens on anyone. The players who are playing international cricket, the ball are rising, the ball keeping low. Slightly spongy, I guess, and it's happening at both the ends. That's the question. That's the worry here. Cracking shot. Lovely sound of the wheeler, but going straight to the man. This time, a wonderful delivery to finish over number 3. The score is 8 for 2. Now Harish understands his presence in the middle is going to be very important. He rotating the strike, getting singles. And I think he should give confidence to the youngster Prahlad. And he's quite a talented player. So the confidence should be there in him that, yes, my partner is also good enough. So we can build a partnership here right from scratch. So looks to be a scenario where a keeper might be standing in front, so requesting for the helmet here. Kiran Shirvekar does not bowl with that much of pace. Maybe not allowing the left-hander to use the crease and stay outside. something like that. That's the reason why with a new ball, the keeper is standing in front. Some thought process being put here from behind the wickets by Weber. Trying to play down the ground. So once 2 wickets are fallen in just the 4th over, it's not easy. And free hit has been taken to free the hands right now. The shackles are being need to be broken because the bowlers are bowling well, not allowing them to go away with the flow in these early overs. So Prahlad maybe decided it's time to get a move on. Wanted to slash it hard, but it was wide, way too wide. Right short option was chosen here by the batsman, but umpire saying it was too wide. So free hit has been cancelled here. So that will still remain in the bank. This time on the legs. Just a query to the umpire. Was it out? Umpire saying definitely not going down the leg side. Kiran Shirvekar plays in many of the leagues. Yeah, that was, you can say, a question to be asked. But there was an in swing there for the bowler, and ball hitting struck almost on the leg stump. So definitely going down the leg side as played on the front foot. Good decision by umpire Ajit Shirodkar here. The quiet start here from both these batsmen. This time he played it nicely, and once again another catch taken. So all the catches, all the chances which are falling in the hands are being taken. Prahlad will say the shot was on, definitely the shot on one. It was just a matter of finding the gap. He didn't find field, and 3rd wicket going down here of Western Chargers. So free hit has been taken and a new man comes in, Vedant Madgaonkar, and Western Chargers are rocked back by those 3 wickets. Not the start that they wanted. Just the top class fielding of Maharudra Rising has got them reeling on their knees early in the 4th over. So again going for the full Monty in the very first ball, as the free hit was chosen by the batsman Vedant Madgaonkar. Still the hopes will be very high on this man on the screens, Harish Kutty. You can play the big innings, you can score those boundary sixes, but this is not the time. It's time to play alongside your partners. This time straight to the man. So that dot ball will finish over number 4 as well. One other wicket taking over, this time from Kiran Shirvaikar. 3 wickets going down at the score of 12. Western Chargers are in trouble. So Sarfaraz Nawaz starts off and a little fumble there by the fielder. The first we have seen of the day. And Shishir Divkar it is. So 13 now on the board. First run taken of the very first ball of the 5th over. So Sarfaraz Nawaz bowling his 3rd over. So nicely played off the back foot with soft hands. Good fielding effort here. Direct hit. I think the 3rd umpire could have been into action. So wide signal here. So this is why it takes the score to 15. 5th over in progress. Sarfaraz Nawaz looked to be continuing his bowling and finish that quota. Well, we have got the super sub as well. Super sub introduced. And I saw the Legends League Cup, where Asia won against the world giants yesterday, last night. That was a wonderful match. All the legends that play in the game are still playing, likes of Afridi, Harbhajan Singh, Irfan Pathan, Jack Ellis, Collingwood. That's once again beaten. That was a off-cutter here. It was interesting. Just I'm talking about these matches, the Legends League, is because of the impact player. I saw yesterday in the finals, Abdul Razak bowling the first 4 overs on the trot. He goes back and gets Udana. He also bowls well. And the super sub and the impact player impacted nicely. So you should know appeal from behind the wicket. Maybe clipping the pads here rather than off the bat. When there is a noise off the bat, it's something different. And when off the pads, it is slightly different. So maybe. Certainly, just an appeal from the keeper. He was more excited. He heard a sound. Definitely, that was a sound. Definitely not off the bat, says umpire. Sarfraz Nawaz, a wonderful spell from him so far. 2 wickets for just 8 runs. Now he wanted to break the shackles, just going for the cross-batted heave. And now Harish Kuti is having a word with the youngsters. Let this phase go on, he might say. This is not the time to play that shot. If a wicket is lost at this point of time, there is not going to be a comeback. At least we need to put a good total on the board to stay alive in the match. Maybe 130, maybe 140 is still better than 90. Once again, he's beaten almost every time with those off-cutters. Sarfraz Nawaz is mixing it up well, and the left-hander is clueless about what is coming from the hands. Once again, beaten after 5 overs is 16 for 3. The third of the free hit has been taken. And Harish Kuti, I think he's the right man to take the free hits. He knows that 16 runs, which means we are going at 3 runs per over. 3 runs per over is a little, I think, at a slower end. Just because the wickets have lost, they cannot play that natural instinct. They cannot play the attacking way. So again, the ball keeping low. So it's sometimes the ball is bouncing, sometimes the ball is keeping low. So looks to be a double-paced wicket. Maybe keeping lower. And I think the bowler also rolled his arm over on that ball. Looks to be a slower ball here from the Kiran Shirwaikar. This time played nicely. So now the free hits that have been taken, I have counted for anything here for the batting side. In fact, we are into the 6th over and we are yet to find a boundary from the batters of Western Chargers. They have been doing it in singles. No loose balls, not too many extras. The fielders are taking their catches. In fact, the most difficult ones we have seen in this tournament. Everyone knew that this is going to be a strong unit, one of the teams that is certainly going to make into the semi-finals, and they are certainly playing that way today in the quarter-finals. Once again, little more juice here from the wicket, a little more bounce. Got to be careful as a batsman when it is happening consistently now. Just cannot play the cross-batted shots. It's better off playing straight, just like how we played with Ant Madgaonkar. This has played nicely in the air. There is a man in the deep and going to be a single. I think Harish Kuti can still wait for that golden over when the time comes. If at all he gets somewhere around 10 to 15 runs and wait for his chances. You might never know. Suddenly, if 10, 15 runs, it will be doubled and the score will look a decent one. This time down the leg side once again. Very nicely kept here by Vaibhav Naik. Little straying down the leg side. So single taken. Score moves on to 19. Wide in fact. This time, once again, both the bowlers trying to play across. It was wicket to wicket and a little spongy bounce. So very good job here by both these opening bowlers. Kiran Shirwekar doesn't have that much of pace like Sarfaraz Nawaz, but still a decent job. This time he decided that he's going to go after it, and once again no connection. Another dot ball, and 6 overs have gone by quickly. 19 for 3. This time slightly short, not the length that Basuraj Madar would have started off with. Very nicely played off the back foot. Singles to change in bowling. Sarfaraz Nawaz, after bowling his 3 overs, have been given the rest, maybe to bowl that 1 over in that batting power play or the golden over. So 1 over of his kept by the captain. And the man in form in all forms of cricket right now, and especially he likes this wicket very much. Basuraj Madar, such a fine leg spinner. You hardly see a maiden over in a softball cricket. This time in the air, didn't time it that well. Lucky. Sometimes not timing the ball is also blessing in disguise. If you had timed it a little better, then you would have gone straight in the hands. So the ball moving away slightly on a shorter style. Sailors feel both these balls. Talking about his performance in all the formats. Recently, he was awarded the best bowler of the tournament by Sanguem boys in tennis ball, hard ball. And then he comes last week on a Friday and plays the light ball cricket in Sanguem. And you don't find maiden overs in light ball cricket. He bowls a maiden double wicket over. This time played nicely. This is a crispy shot here. Classy shot coming down the track against the leg spinner. With the spin played wide long on region. They needed something like this, and it has come from the bat of youngster Vedant Madgaonkar. It was a long time coming. They still have not got the boundaries, but finally they have got a 6. This time straight back to the bowler. So with the ball coming into the left-hander, it's going to be much better angle here for Vedant than Harish Kutty. This time nicely played. There might be a fielder. He could not find the gap at this time, but certainly 1 run added. Looking much better now, Vedant Madgaonkar with his footwork. After 7 overs, a pretty decent year for Western Chargers. Is 28 for 3. Twenty-eight for 3 in 7. In comes one more bowling change. Oh, that's a good ball. That's a very good ball. You felt as if he just comes on to bowl and he will bowl a medium pace. It is Shishir Divkar, an experienced customer. He has played so many leather ball matches. Likes to play. He missed last match. Once again, beaten with the pace. I'll put on little weight here, Shishir Divkar, but certainly he has that pace. He has that variation in him. Comes jogging into the crease, but can generate a pace and can be nippy sometimes. Once again, there is a movement as well. You can see with the way he is rolling his arm over and quickly he's bowling those quick, fast outswingers. Normally these are in-swingers, you can say, for a right-hander, but those are outswingers for the left-hander. Now to break the shackles, free hit has been taken, the 4th one. Three continuous dot balls in a row, and standing Vedant, I'm not finding what is coming from his hand. Little clueless at the moment. Once again, more pace here from Shishir. 4 dot balls in a row. Not only pressure on the batsman, but also at the man at the non-striker's end. I felt that that 6 would have felt much better here for Vedant, and he would like to rotate the strike. But the changes brought here by the captain are really working well. They got so much options for themselves. Oh, once again, well, the ball is keeping low, I can understand, but he is still not gauging the pace. Vedant Madgaonkar playing on 11 of 18 with 1-6. Harish Kutty playing on 5 of 9. 8 over in progress. Not a single run off this over so far. Certainly will be working the minds of the batsmen. What is the answer that is going to be? Can I still give a maiden over here? This time nicely played down the ground. Should have stopped that, but in the end just a single to finish this over. What a fine start here for Shishir Divkar from the Martigad end. Just considered 1 run in the 8th over and it's 29 for 3. This is in the air. That previous over from Shishir Divkar has given the wicket to his partner Vasuraj Madar. 5 odd balls in a row taking the single. Now he felt that I need to get a move on, as the previous over was a very good one for the bowling unit. Chose the wrong shot as the option and given straight to the long off region. They have not dropped a single catch so far, and one more youngster succumbs to the pressure of this Maharudra rising bowling unit. So last of the free hit has been taken by Abhishek Kotambikar in the 9th over itself. The scorecard is not looking good here for Western Chargers. Once again, Basuraj Madar gets in the wickets column as a leg spinner. Looks to be the way the match is progressing. None of the youngsters from this is in the air. This might go for a 6 run. This is free hit, and it's really a free hit here from Abhishek Kotambikar. What a strike! So finally a free hit that has given maximum result here for Abhishek Kotambikar and his side, Western Chargers. That will boost not only his confidence but also in the dressing room. They were back in this match, 29 for 4, and here is Abhishek Kotambikar scoring a 6 of the first ball through free hit. Score moves on to 35. We are in the 9th over and still pressure has been put here. There is a man in slip. So again, this was a quicker one, short. There was an opportunity if he had played it nicely between maybe there is a slip and there is a point region. If we'll have got a boundary because pace was given by the bowler over there. Once again, this time wide, bowling short. Once as a bowler, you understand that the bowler is very good playing on the front foot and hit me for a 6. Suddenly you see the result here. This is missed here by the batsman, missed here by the keeper. Should be a boundary. A leg by signal here. Difficult for the keeper and missed by both of them. Nevertheless, boundary is a boundary and takes the score quickly moving on to 39. 40 in fact. So finally a very good over. This time played nicely. So I think whatever pressure was built up has been released here by the aggressive approach of Abhishek Kotambikar. Not only after that 6, but they got a boundary in the form of leg by. But runs are runs. 8.5 overs, it's 41. Looking much better now. This time played with soft hands. This is much better. Not the length that the batsmen are able to go after. But still on a shorter side, I feel Basuraj Madar in this over. 1 for 17 in 2 overs for him and 41 for 4 in 9 overs. Slightly much better compared to the previous over, the score. So in comes Shishir Divkar and takes a single of the very first ball of Abhishek Kutambikar. Good all-rounder for this side. Abhishek picked up 2 wickets in that 1 over that changed the complexion of the match in the previous game, the first game for Western Chargers. And that's the reason he was awarded the player of the match in the first game. So certainly a very good all-rounder for Western Chargers. And I need to play one more. Need to take his team out of the deep hole right now and into a good total. This is in the air. The ball has not gone anywhere. This might be a difficult catch. Sarfaraz Nawaz takes one more good one. This might be the 4th good catch we have seen of the day. And Harish Kuti, who was looking to go after the bowlers in the previous over itself, once again losing his cool, losing his calm. And this is the big fish going back in the pavilion. 42 for the loss of 5 in the 10th over. So Shishir Divkar was always looking like picking up wickets with the way he has deceived Vedant Madgaonkar, who was taken by Basuraj Madar of the very first ball after Shishir Divkar's over. And then Harish Kuti decided that he's going to go after Shishir Divkar. So none of the players are able to do partnership of any sort. It's come Pratik Naik getting off the mark. If this continues, I think this is going to be a very low total. They need a partnership. I was talking about the same point that 120, 130, 140 is better than 80, 90. At least you are in with a chance. Wonderful drive here from Abhishek Kutambikar. It's a stylish player. And super drive getting in a boundary. Yes, the ball was full, but finally you have to drive it, and he has done it with class. It looks to be the only confident player right now on the wicket of Western Chargers, and gauging all the bowlers quite well and moving his feet as well nicely. After 10, halfway mark for the Western Chargers is 47 for 5. Oh, this is beautiful bowling. This is the best ball that Basuraj Madar has bowled. In spite that he has taken a wicket, I can consider that this is the perfect loopy ball for a leg spinner in the right area. This is the only way that he can pick up wickets, allowing the flight, allowing the ball to talk in the air, and then maybe the ball going away slightly. There is a slip in place if there is an edge. The field has been set here by the captain. And I think these two balls will give confidence to him in the third over. I told you he's bowling well now. He is understanding. Look at that ball. Unplayable delivery here from Basuraj Madar. Nothing wrong that he has done. Oh, that's so good. The ball is turning sharply, and whenever I see leg spinner, you always remember the greatest of all time, the legend, Shane Warne. Oh, this is, I'm just loving it. Just love this. You don't see that sort of things in tennis ball cricket. This is a beautiful piece of leg spin art. Nothing wrong the batsman has done over there. When the ball is turning so well and is bowling in the right areas, it's going to be difficult. Sleeper will be into action. He is placed there for this kind of bowling. Oh, yes. What can you do as a batsman now? Well, from here you feel that he is doing nothing wrong. It's just that the ball, oh, how can it miss? Just missed by a whisker. The outside off stump, the top of the off stump. Just that one wide. Other than that, the batsman has totally struggled against the leg spinner. The first 2 overs, he was on the shorter side, very much on the shorter side. This is a perfect length and line to be bowling for a leg spinner. Although he's not getting the wicket, but just beating the bat almost every ball. So now a single opted here by Abhishek Kotambikar. He needs the strike. Very good over from the left leg spinner. Basuraj Madar comes to an end. 3 overs, 1 for 18 so far from him. After 11 is 48 for 5. So golden over. 12th over. Let's see what is the role of Abhishek Kotambikar in this over. And I told that 1 over of Sarfraz Nawaz kept for the same purpose. Driven nicely for a single. Well, a golden over. I guess if few more wickets were left, they could have gone after the bowling, but they are not in that position right now to go after Sarfraz Nawaz. So again, just going to be a single. Once you lose 5 wickets in the 10th over for hardly less than 50, 50 up here for Western Chargers in 5 for the loss of 5 in 12th over. Well, I think the Western Chargers were discharged quite earlier through a wonderful bowling and fielding department of Maharudra Rising. And if at all anyone can charge them back, is going to be this man on the screen, Abhishek Kotambikar. The way he's batted, the ball keeping a little low, but he's watching the ball till the last moment. Just 2 of this over so far, the golden over. This might be a single appeal from behind wickets. Webhow excitement. So just a leg by. When also you are losing the important wickets, sometimes you cannot take the advantage when it needs to be taken. Same thing happening here for Western Chargers. This is in the air. This should be an easy catch. Nothing short whatsoever here from the batsman. And one more wicket going down. It doesn't look good here for Western Chargers. Everyone is coming and trying to play the shots for wrong shots for the right ball. And 6th wicket going down. Pratik always struggling right at the start from the crease. 51 for 6 in 12th over. The golden over is still going towards the bowling side. Maharudra Rising. Oh, if the throw was good here, it would have been one more back in the pavilion. Aniket Saha is the new man on the crease. Maybe there was a single. Abhishek is telling that I need to keep the strike of the next over. And things not looking good here for Western Chargers. Is 51 for the loss of 6 in 12 overs. 54, I beg your pardon, after that golden over. 54 for the loss of 6 in 12 overs. This time, once again, he's bowling the same line and length, and batsman is trying to do something different. Abhishek Kotambikar trying to play a slog sweep. which was not tried by the earlier batsman when he was struggling against the leg spin. This is nicely played. What a lovely player he is. Crisp hitting here. When the bowler is looking so good, he has understood that I need to go down the track and play down the ground for a magnificent hit. He's looking as the most confident player so far for Western Chargers with his feet movement, not only against the spin but also against the pace. Once again, this time a slog sweep. He is taking on the leg spinner. He's telling that if my other batsmen are not doing a great show, it's my turn, it's my duty to charge them up. So score moves on to 66 for 6. This is once again very nicely bowled. So a bowler fight back. That is the battle that we want to see in leather ball cricket. He has not done anything wrong, the batsman. This time also trying to play that slog sweep. Parth Chavan of Saurashtra Ranji team hit one of the longest sixes of this tournament in many editions that we have seen. This time played for a single. Smart piece of batting here from Abhishek Kotambikar, understanding it was the last ball and he needs to take the strike once again. So sensible batting display here from this player. 67 for the loss of 6 in 13 overs. Parth Chavan, I think he has made a lot of fan followings. Will certainly be interesting when he comes on to bowl. A lot of pace and a great talent. 466 in 1 over for Parth Chavan, and some of them the biggest sixes. Just like Abhishek Kotambikar, one of them was the slog shot that he has played. Well, one thing for sure, this young talent from Kurcharem has given a lot of hopes here for the youngsters to showcase that yes, we are well made for this stage. This is nice drive here. He's timing the ball well. This might be a double with a slight misfield here in the deep. In comes Nikhil Divgikar with his left arm. Orthodox bowling from around the wicket, over the wicket in fact. Once again driving it nicely. Oh, and it's a misfield. A blip in the field. Rare to see, a rare entity here from Maharudra Rising for today's match. But finally there is one. 4 runs to Abhishek Kotambikar. Kiran Shirvaikar, it is a lapse of concentration from his side. 73 for 6 now. Abhishek Kotambikar is giving it a lone fight. Very nicely bowled, very nicely played as well. Well, many are watching not only this tournament, but also must be watching Abhishek Kotambikar, the way he's batting. This is in the air. There is a man in the deep, but it's played straight. Basuraj Madas stops it. Could have taken the double there as a longer part of the boundary, but just a single is enough, says Abhishek. He needs some sort of energy left in him in the last 6 overs maybe. Running too fast sometimes is not easy during these summer days. So not taking a single, I think it's the right approach here from his side. It was the last ball. He's the only man, or maybe a one ball left. He's the only man so far, only batsman. Looks well charged. Inside edge and chopping on the ball onto the wickets, and another one departs. Nobody is waiting to stay on the wicket to give company to Abhishek Kotambikar. 74 for the loss of 7 in 14 overs. Bowled nicely in the air, trying to play that in the point region, and inside edge hitting the wickets. 7th wicket going down in the 14th over. 14 overs gone, 74 for 7. So in comes Vaibhav Rathod, but he has to wait at the non-striker's end. So what is the approach going to be of Abhishek Kotambikar, whether to play his shots continuously? I think the way he has batted, there is no one to give him company. No one has waited to have a partnership of some substance. And it will be interesting what is running in his mind. Does he have that much of confidence in his partners or the batsmen who are coming down the order? Looking like the tail has come in at this point of time with 7 wickets down. Vaibhav Rathod is a medium pace bowler, although can be handy with the bat. It's up to the mindset of Abhishek Kotambikar at this stage. Once again, Shishir Divkar, change of hands for him. But he has been the most economical bowler so far, along with Sarfaraz Nawaz. Shishir Divkar. That's a class shot. That's a sheer beauty and elegance and grace from this man. Well, anyone is struggling with Shishir Divkar's bowling. Look at how well he has played. The feet are moving perfectly well. The ball was pitched and a full-blooded drive. Looking so graceful. What a lovely innings this has been from Abhishek Kotambikar. Once again, he is doing the job for his team. Fighting it alone against a strong outfit of Maharudra Rising. Nicely bowled, very nicely played with soft hands. Somebody needs to give him company. Somebody needs to bat for those 20 overs. You never know. This is the game of cricket. Strange things do happen in the game of cricket. I was just witnessing a match as a commentator and an anchor in a light ball cricket tournament on Sunday in the semi-finals. Just we'll tell you the story after this. In 5 overs, 98 runs were scored by the team batting first. And while chasing, the team was at 84 for the loss of 1 wicket in 3 overs. Just 14 runs were required in 12 balls. This is good piece of fielding here. Very nicely played here by the batsman, getting him off the mark. And when in 3 overs you score 84 runs for the loss of 1 wicket, you expect the team to finish off in the next 2 or 3 balls. But that match ended into a super over. They could not get 14 runs of 12 balls. That's how the game is. You need to stay in the race. That's once again a lovely shot here. What a shot. He's playing innings of some class, some substance, Abhishek Kotambikar. He has shown not only he's good against the spin coming down the track, but also showed some wonderful shot in the covers point region. Now a pull shot. Well, if at all we are doing Kurcharam Premier League, this man will certainly go for some bucks. Well, the thought process is running right now with one of the organizers of organizing that tournament. So once again, he is hitting it beautifully. He's timing the ball well. Now they have to think where to place the fielders. He has got all the shots in his book. Abhishek Kotambikar in 15 overs. The score is 86 for the loss of 7. It's over. 15, 86 for 7. So last 5 overs, how much they can get. Abhishek playing on 44 of just 24 balls. When his teammates are going one after the other like pack of cards, he has hold a fort here strongly for Western Chargers, inching closer towards his 50-run mark. Certainly Abhishek Kotambikar must have made some fan followings here in his hometown Kurcharem, and maybe some will be following him outside from other parts of Goa as well. Certainly a good fan following. Very good player, elegant player for Western Chargers, hailing from Pali region. But as he can definitely be a good inclusion as an outstation player for any of the teams. This time, wide signal, trying to slash it hard. Well, I think when you got a batsman of the caliber of Abhishek Kotambikar at a non-striker's end, and he's rightly having a word with him going down the track in the middle, saying, just stay on the wicket. Don't try to slash the ball. And the singles are going to do the job for us. And yeah, I guess the captain has also done the right thing, getting the fielders in close, understanding that the batsman will look to take single here. So good captaincy here from Mukhtar Qadri. A lovely ball. This he is such an experienced customer. He plays in all the big leagues and all the big tournaments across Goa. Once again, driving nicely. What a lovely shot here. What a great drive. And, well, Abhishek Kotambikar is telling that if you can play that shots, don't play it continuously because it might be risky. But nonetheless, a full flow of the bat from Vaibhav Rathod. Moving closer towards that 100-run mark. 91 at the moment for the loss of 7 wicket. Mukhtar Qadri doesn't have that much of pace that he used to bowl 5-10 years back. Certainly can definitely has a lot of variations and variety in his bowling. Taking a single, this is smart batting from Vaibhav Rathod. So Abhishek Kotambikar, the field changes for him. 3 men will be kept at backward of point region. There is no fine leg. Might be risky. It's a wonderful drive. There is a man in the deep. Once again, a fluent drive here. Well, you can understand, once you are keeping the fine leg, there is no fine leg for you as a bowler. You are going to bowl just outside off stump. You cannot bowl wicket to wicket, as maybe a string down the leg side can fetch you easy boundary down the leg side for a batsman. Once again, nicely played. So good batting here from Vaibhav Rathod. More known for his bowling abilities, but certainly moving the feet nicely. After having a word with Abhishek Kotambikar, I think he has changed his game in this over, understanding what is my role. We have seen Saniket Palkar yesterday for his team, Gajant Lakshmi, how sensibly he played for his innings. It might be an innings of just 32 runs, but it won him the Player of the Match award. So in leather ball cricket, when you are finding yourself as a batsman or as a bowler in a deep hole, sometimes just small things, small innings also can be noticed. Not just like the tennis ball cricket. A small innings of 32 can fetch you the Man of the Match, Player of the Match award, which was given to Saniket Palkar yesterday for Gajant Lakshmi. After 16, it's 94 for 7. So last 4 overs left. The 3 wickets in hand is going to be the worry factor. But one thing for sure, Abhishek Kotambikar is going to play his shots. Vaibhav Rathod is just going to give him strike, and with the shots that and the class that he has shown today in this innings, certainly. Nicely played here off the back foot in the short covers region. And that's the only job with him. He doesn't have to do anything fancy, silly. He doesn't require to get the boundaries at this stage when the aggressor partner is playing alongside with him. Nicely played, watching the ball coming onto the bat. A late cut here from Abhishek Kotambikar. No intention of taking the second run here. Now I think he has got confidence enough on Vaibhav Rathod, the way he is moving his feet. .96 for 7. 4 short of the 100-run mark in the 17th over. So it's again watching the ball. A dot ball here. Well, Abhishek Kotambikar won't mind it. It might happen 1 or 2 odd dot balls here. So he will tell him, don't worry about that. Just play steady. Steady cricket is required, although we are into the 17th over from this batter. Once again, playing down the ground, Abhishek will get the strike. Taking the score to 97. 2 balls left in this over. He's on 46 of just 27 balls. Absolutely not struggled on this wicket when other batsmen have struggling a bit back in the pavilion. 7 wickets down. Played it easily on this day. Oh, there was a chance of a second run there. Ball not fielded nicely, ricocheting off his legs and going away from the fielder in the deep. 2 runs taken by Abhishek, taking him to 48 runs. So 2 short of what will be a wonderful 50. Played shots all across the park. So wonderful drives and down the ground shots as well. 99 on the board for Western Chargers. So again, a wonderful drive at a wide long off fielder. Sarfaraz Nawaz comes quickly. So 100 up for Western Chargers after completion of 17 overs for the loss of 7 wickets and 1 short of his 50, Abhishek Kotambikar. This time played on the back foot for a single, and what a lovely innings this is. Appreciated by everyone on this ground. They have seen that his partners going back one after the other, but how classy this innings is. All the array of shots this man has in the books. Played some wonderful cover drives coming down the track against the spinner and hitting Vasuraj Madar for 6s. Played well against Shishir Divkar as well. And I think it's a 50 of some substance and some class from Abhishek Kotambikar, appreciated by everyone on this ground. And I think appreciations will be given to the viewers live on Goa Livecast. 101 for 7. Oh, this will definitely go towards the third umpire. He knows that he has removed his back leg and we might be in for the third umpire's role. Yes, it is. You can see that wonderfully flighted ball going away. Looks to be very close. Can see the replay over there. Yeah, missed it all together. Collected nicely by the keeper, removing the base. And yes, we are waiting for the signal. Everyone is watching at the light. And it is going to be... Still not on, but I'll tell the decision here of the third umpire. It's definitely out. The back leg was in the air while the stumps were removed. And very good slow motion replay here shown by Goa Livecast. Clean. The viewers also must have seen that it was clearly out. 8th wicket going down. Good glove work here from behind the wickets by Vaibhav Naik. quickly removing the bails within no time. So Nikhil Divgikar is also into the wickets column. Hundred and one for 8. Svikar for up comes onto the wicket. Played off the back foot. Oh, what a lovely back foot punch here in the covers region. Boundary of the very first ball. So they will take anything what comes in their way right now in the 18th over. First going onto the front foot and understanding the ball is slightly short. He's a tall man. Pace battery of Western Chargers. Good shot nevertheless. This is in the air, but in the gap as well. Going down towards the short tournament region, getting a single. So handy here, some handy runs coming from the bat of the pace battery. Svikar Parab, 106 for the loss of 8. Abhishek Kutumbikar will be on strike. Projected score is 120 at the moment. Is it out or... don't know what has happened over there. Looks to be clean bowled. Well, the keeper is claiming for the clean bowl here from behind the wickets. Abhishek is maybe want to check it. Yes, he's clean bowled. Yeah, the replay here shows the ball brushing the outside off stump and the bails removed from the grooves. So he's clean bowled here. And the last hope of Western Chargers to post a big total is going back in the pavilion. But what a marvelous innings here from him. Fought like a warrior for Western Chargers. And that's the reason why they could post more than 100 runs here in this quarter-final one. Abhishek Kutumbikar departs after a magnificent knock of 50 runs. So now last wicket on the crease here. 106 for 9, and that will end Shishir Divkar's over. 3 for 13. The man who had not picked up a single wicket has picked up 3. Nikhil Divgikar has picked up 3 wickets for 13 runs in his 2 overs. And just the last wicket left on the crease. 2 overs are yet to be bowled by this team. So 106 for a team as strong as Maharudra Rising doesn't look to be a good total on the board. And let's see what this last man up to. Can they use the long hander to good effect? Or they can play those 20 overs and try and get maybe 115 or 120. Imtuz Sheikh. So Aniket Rivankar, last man, along with Svikar Farab, Imtuz Sheikh. Oh, deciding that yes, the aggressive way is the best way. Maybe some sixes can get the score in a much better fashion rather than playing the 20 overs, playing the just the way like tailenders are known to play. That's a good slap here, but did not cross the fielders in the covers region. Well, Maharudra rising side, and the owner will be very happy with the clinical performance of the bowlers and especially the fielding department. Small lapses here and there, but not much. All the chance of a run out and direct hit. Well, Chappu tried at the striker's end instead of the non-striker's end, maybe thinking that there was no backup. He was better off throwing at the non-striker's end as the batsman was onto the back foot when he played that shot. So he had a little more distance to cover at the non-striker's end. 107 for 9. So left-hander Aniket Rivankar. Let's see what he's up to. Just faced a single ball. Cracking shot in the extra cover region for a single. Looking at this bowling attack, they've got few more options left. I feel Maharudra rising, but they have chosen the best fire to bowl the most number of overs. Vasuraj Madar and Nikhil Divgikar pick up the bowlers so far with 3 wickets. Sarfaraz Nawaz also picked up 3 wickets. I think certainly will be the player in contention for the Player of the Match award with his magnificent bowling right at the start. If Maharudra Rising go on to win the match. Played on the rise and once again another single. Trying to play the lofted shots for those boundaries, the sixes. In return, they are just getting the singles. 109 is the score, just last ball of the 19th over. This is in the air. This might be a catch. No. Shishi Divkar maybe didn't side the ball and came much slower, but single to finish over number 19 is 110 for 9. Svikar Prarab is playing on 7 of 6 and Aniket Rivankar playing on 2 of 3. And it's going to be the last over of the innings for Western Chargers. Well, all those sponsors who have helped us in organizing this tournament, the names are flashing on the screens below the score. Sanguem cricketers are sincerely grateful to all the sponsors. And looks to be all over here, this innings. Finally, the start that was given by the bowlers of Sarfaraz Nawaz and Kiran Chirwadkar, they have continued picking up wickets, and Nikhil Divgikar picks up his 4th wicket. Slower ball, Aniket Revankar deceived. All ends up and easily stumped there behind the wickets by Vaibhav Naik. And congratulations are given to by the captain to all the players for doing this wonderful performance in the field. 111 needs to be chased here for Maharudra Rising to enter into the semi-finals. So we'll see the run chase in a short while. Swikar Parab starts off the proceedings and starts off with a dot ball. Pretty good, talented bowler. Got a good height, and the captain has set a good field for him. They know that with a strong batting unit, only way they can win this match is through wickets. Wickets will open the gates for the semi-finals for this team. Western Chargers, else it's not going looking easy. Saif Ali and Vaibhav Naik. If you can bowl this length consistently, then there is a gully and a short point placed in that region. Banged in little short here. Ball also came nicely just at getting that inside half of the bat. So good start by the bowler. It was wide, definitely. And that's the reason why he went after that ball. It's pretty good room given by the bowler outside the off stump. Still yet to get off the mark in this first over. That's an outside edge. That's a genuine outside edge. There was no man in the slips, so gets off the mark Saif Ali in the deep third man region. And a team also gets off the mark with that single, Maharudra rising. Once again, played in the covers region for just a single. What shot and cut away nicely by the batsman getting on top. Vaibhav Naik both getting the 50s in the first match. Saif Ali was awarded the player of the match in the first game, scoring 70 plus, and Vaibhav also joined him later on by scoring a 50. But he was the more aggressive, Saif Ali, amongst the two. So the right and left hand combination at the top of the order here for Maharudra rising. This in the air, wonderful short ball. Wonderful short ball here from Swikar Parab. Surprising Saif Ali, the man in form with a 50 under the belt, departs in just the first over. Good comeback, good bowling here, you can say, from Swikar Parab and Western Chargers. So 2 for the loss of 1. Svikar Parab has given them the start that they required. Saif Ali has been sent back. And Saish comes from the Martigad end. So left arm medium pace bowlers. The Saish has a pretty decent pace, not extra pace, but left arm are always the key. Left arm in your side as a medium pace bowler. If you can get the swing away from the left-hander, it can be lethal, can be handy, especially with the new ball. Oh, what a ball this is. He just banged in there. I think he missed the run-up over there while coming, and that's the reason why a short ball, half cracker, easily put away to task. Yeah, missed his mark, missed his run-up in his follow-through, and banged in way too short. Not that such a gift you want to gift away at the start to a batsman like Vaibhav Naik when you are defending just 111 runs. Oh, this is not hitting the right length. This time it's a full toss ball. The previous one was a short ball. Just that Vaibhav is early into his innings and the wicket has lost down. He didn't go for that cross-batted shot over mid-wicket region. Just a punch down the ground. Saved over there, the bowler, you can say. This time he doesn't miss it. This is the easy bowling here. These are loose balls, and when it is power play overs, just cannot bowl and allow such looseness against the left-hander Vaibhav Naik. So whatever the pressure that was built here by Svikar Parab in the first over by picking up the wicket, Saisha is slightly giving it away with those two looseness. So once again, played nicely, crisply. There is a man in the deep. So the super sub impact player was placed in the deep and he fields the ball. Single takes the score to 11. Second over in progress. So the consistency in the line and length is missing here from Saish Naik. He's bowling both sides of the wicket. Full toss on the leg side. Now wide outside off stump. Drivable length. This time nicely played. It could be a risky single and they complete it easily in the end. So single to finish over number 2. Slightly expensive over from Saish. Their size 12 for 1. Lovely shot. Lovely shot here coming from the batsman. Not a bad ball, but you need to find a gap and finds the gap between covers and mid of field. Just that it was slightly full. Once again, this might be back-to-back boundaries. So Western Chargers are losing the plot here a bit. And Gaurav Desai, it is getting them the momentum. So boundaries are flowing, 2 from the previous over and 2 from the first 2 balls itself of Svikar Parab. This is a top edge. This might. Oh, nicely fielded. Oh, going away from the fielder and bent at the right time. So going for the shots, Gaurav Desai. These are the mandatory power play overs, the first 3 overs. The score moves on to 21. Gaurav playing on 10 of 4 and Vaibhav playing on 10 of 6. And this time, it was a full toss ball once again. This is maybe the 3rd or 4th full toss that both the bowlers have bowled so far. Vaibhav not going for the full shot, just gliding down the 3rd man, maybe hoping that it might be called a no ball here by the umpire, leg umpire, for about the waist height. Look at that full shot. Look at that full shot. You might fear Saif Ali and get his wicket with a short ball, but not misses Gaurav Desai. Waiting onto the back foot for the short ball from Svikar Parab. And the classic pull shot. Oh, this is super hitting here. Bowling little full and Gaurav Desai is going the big way. 1 pull shot and 1 down the ground. Margin for error to bowl against this player is very less. And just like how Abhishek Kotambikar showed his class with his batting display, Gaurav Desai is showing in just the 6 balls itself. 34 for the loss of 1 in 3 overs. Getting a rollicking start here. Maharudra rising to chase these 111 runs. So Saish has been immediately taken out of the attack, understanding that he was not bowling in a consistent manner. And Abhishek Kotambikar is into the attack. And it's the right thing. There is no point in keeping your good bowlers or good all-rounders later on bowling when the match is well over. At the start that they have given, Maharudra rising with that previous over, Svikar Parab over costing 22 runs. 22 in a match stretcher like this is very, very costly. And suddenly you can see the body language in another 2 or 3 overs. If this batting pair remains on the wicket, it will be going down of Western Chargers. And Abhishek Kotambikar rightly coming into the attack. How well he has bowled in the previous game, taking 2 wickets at one point of time. The opposite side were batting so well, and that 2 wickets in that 1 over changed the complexion scenario. Can he do it one more time for Western Chargers? So I'm a forward defensive shot here against Abhishek. Bowling from round the wicket off spinner. This is short, played onto the back foot in the extra cover region for a single. Way too short here. Well, Abhishek Kotambikar needs to understand his role, and I think he very well knows that it's only the wickets that can get them back in this match. Otherwise, with the batting order, with a big batting order, long batting order that Maharudra Rising has, there is going to be little hope here for this team, Western Chargers. Try and bowl maybe in the fuller length areas. Let the batsman, if at all he takes the risk and goes for the big one, let it go. But wickets are going to be the important factor. Bowled nicely, asking the batsman the question, coming forward. Bowl in the right pace that he's bowling on this surface. Not too loopy. That's nicely played. There is no man in that fine leg region. Should get a boundary. So using the pace of the bowler Abhishek Kotambikar and playing that scoop shot or pedal sweep, you can call whatever you want. And boundary here. So not only the shots, big shots that he can play down the ground and pull shot, but with a soft deft touch, he can play on the leg side as well. And the field change prompted here by Abhishek. This time, sweep shot. This will be a catch. A good effort. Good effort here, but he was late in the reaction. He was very late in reacting towards that ball. He should have taken a start, gone in front. Abhishek Kotambikar, look at him. He's furious with that fielding approach from the fielder. He needed a better approach. And not a single run has been taken. Maybe Gaurav felt that this, I have not timed it, went straight to the fielder. That's the reason, no calling between both these men. This time played nicely. Chance created here. Missed time shot, but fielder was not up to the mark. So just a single to finish over number 4. Maharudra Rising are going at 10 runs per over, 40 for 1. So Gaurav Desai looking to be the aggressor by Gaurav Desai. Harish Kuti, a very good all-rounder. Could not play the innings that are required for Western Chargers with the bat. And now with the ball in his hand, certainly will like to pick up wickets, at least 1 or 2, as early as possible. They need wickets. With another 20 or 30 runs from both this men, the match, you can see the shoulders dropping from the fielders. So the wickets need to come quickly and in succession. Oh, one again. So was it a chance? Was it off the bat? Run not taken, so I am not sure whether it's off the bat. Certainly hitting the top of the thigh pad. Nicely bowled. Is hitting the right areas, getting the bounce as well. Harish Kuti. Good height Harish has. And we have seen how Sarfaraz Nawaz bowled on this wicket with those off-cutters, which was, he was getting the bounce as well, and ball was moving away with those off-cutters. This time cut away nicely towards the deep. Oh, misfielding here. Misfielding. Finally, who is it? It's Vaibhav Naik. This should have been just a single. Vaibhav Rathod it is. This was a simple take in the deep point region. And losing the plot here. Losing the plot, Western Chargers. So good ball here. Good pacey delivery from Harish Kuti. The batsmen are under no pressure whatsoever. Just a simple game. If the boundaries are given and gifted like the way it was gifted in the previous ball, and the batsman will feel comfortable, try and finish this as early as possible. Played away nicely, late cut towards the deep third man region. So left-hander is playing sensibly, not taking any risk at the moment. Vaibhav Naik. And after 5 overs, is 46 for 1. So Abhishek will continue from the Martigar end. So way outside of stump, wide signal. So required run rate is just 4.2 at the moment. Current run rate is at 9.5. Many of the supporters as Western Chargers are from Kurcharem municipality. So people have come to watch them playing. So far not having a great day. This is in the air. This should be an easy catch here for Abhishek. Going for the cross-batted shot. A cross-batted slog sweep. And Abhishek Kotambikar strikes. Vaibhav Naik departs. And 47 for 2 is Maharudra rising. He was bowling well. Bowled just outside. It was not in the slot to be swept away. And top edging that ball for cotton ball chance. Second wicket going down. Maybe at the right time. They need many more of those coming in quick time frame. So double taken off the back foot, taking the score to 49. Sachin Misri is the new man onto the wicket. Played 3 dot balls and now getting a good feel playing off the back foot in the covers region for a double. Here is an opportunity for the captain of Maharudra Rising as well to clean bowl. Nothing short here from Sachin Misri. A beautiful flighted ball. Playing for the cross-batted, a single shot. High risk shot for just a single. And he has gifted away his wicket. How well he has bowled. Abhishek Kotambikar. I told you, not only he does the job with the bat, as he has shown today with his magnificent 50, but 2 wickets in his 2 overs. 2 for 9 so far in 2 overs. After 6 is 49 for 3. So Abhishek Kotambikar once again, just like he kept their hopes alive while batting, is keeping their hopes alive in bowling as well. Great all-round display here from Abhishek Kotambikar, and in comes Harish Koti, driving nicely here Gaurav Desai. Now as you understand the way he was batting aggressively and attacking way, going after the bowlers, I think a little subtle now. With 2 wickets down in quick succession, in comes Sarfaraz Nawaz. And a free hit has been chosen by Sarfaraz Nawaz of the very first ball that he's facing. 50 up here for Maharudra Rising in the 7th over. Slash it hard. There is no man in the deep. Given too much of room and easy for the batsman when he has taken the free hit. License to go for that slash. The 4 runs taking the score to 54. One more free hit has been taken. Third of the free hit by the same man. Gentleman on the screen, Sarfaraz Nawaz, the man in form. Once again going towards the mid-wicket region. Not a great connection. Just getting a single. Both are naturally, instinctively aggressive batsmen. The stance is aggressive. They like to go after the bowling, just like how Gaurav Desai went early in his innings. Will they bat the same way? Not so much. With 3 wickets in down, just cannot afford to lose another wicket here. Again, this was also short wide, just bouncing little more. The captain seems to be more interested in putting the attacking field for Abhishek Kotambikar. Abhishek Kotambikar looks like picking up wickets almost every over. 4th free hit has been taken. Sarfaraz Nawaz, it is. Maybe he's thinking there is no point in keeping free hits that runs in your mind. So let's finish it off altogether. This time, did strike it well. There is a man in the deep. Not the sweet spot that he would have liked. Another single. So that single will finish over number 7. Is 57 for 3. .54 runs required in 78 balls. I think the asking run rate is not much, just 4 runs per over. And with lots of wickets in hand and good batters still coming onto the wicket. Maharudra rising, looking firm favourites to win this one. Abhishek Kotamikar might have the other ideas. If we can pick 2 or 3 wickets in the next 2 overs, then we can see a match on. This time, what a clean strike. This is Sarfaraz Nawaz for you. Chappu, they call him. Mighty heave, a mighty 6. And quickly the score moves on to 63. Well, that's the difference between a man in form and the confidence that he has. So all the free hits are being soaked up here by Sarfaraz Nawaz. Yes, all free hits are over. Now, score is 63 for the loss of 3, 7.1. So once you get a 6 of the free hit, you can tap it for a single on the offside. Pressure is released on the very first ball. Well, hardly any pressure is there at all. They just can go after the bowling. Still the captain, Mukhtar Khatri, is there, along with Kiran Churwaikar, the hard hitter. But you, in leather ball cricket, you cannot leave your job to your partners or the batsmen coming later on. We saw a situation where 103 were scored in 12 overs by Sai Baba Amona. And in the next 4 overs, they are all out. They were bundled out for 111. Good effort, very good fielding in the deep. Appreciated by the teammates. Sai Baba Amona were 100 odd for hardly 4 wickets in 13 overs. And in the next 3 overs, they are all out for 111, 113. And when W was playing on 50, Samarth came. Samarth went early. And Mohit Redkar as well played a rest shot. So you cannot leave your job to the batsman coming in next. You have to do it yourself. A wonderful flight and wonderful bowling here. Beating the batsman in form twice in a row. After 8 overs, is 65 for 3. Cut away nicely towards the deep third man region. Wanted to play in the point region. So Gaurav Desai, after starting the highway with those flurry of sixes and boundaries, has decided to calm down a bit, keep his wicket intact. This is not the time to go for the shots. Team is at 66 for 3. Still 45 runs to get. So this time played in the covers. Harish Kuti looking to bowl his third over. And this is the best thing here, best captaincy you can say from Western Chargers. You need to bowl the best bowlers at this point of the time. That is no point keeping them later on. If at all Abhishek Kotambikar can get one more wicket, or maybe Harish Kuti at this point of time. That's a classic pull shot. What a fine shot this is. Slightly short, but waiting onto the back foot and powering it over the mid-wicket region for 6 runs. Crisp timing here coming from the bat of Gaurav Desai. Well, in leather ball cricket, you need to pick up the length early, and the way he has swatted it over mid-wicket region, his hand and eye coordination looks to be an excellent one. Picks the length early. This time just blazed it away, but good fielding here in the covers region. Boundary was written all over that shot. The fielder coming to the rescue of the bowler. Just a single taken. Looking a very good and compact player here, Gaurav Desai. 39 of just 19 with some shots of caliber, class, substance. And looking stylish as well while playing the shots. Many hit sixes, many hit boundaries, but some look more classy than the other. You feel like watching them play a little more. Leather ball cricket is all about grace. Yes, I can understand it's about runs as well nowadays with the invent of T20. Oh, this is such a beauty. It is just a beautiful, magnificent and a super shot. I'm just loving the batting display of this man. He is just a class apart. After 9 overs, we have seen one pull shot and one magnificent lofted cover drive from the bat of Gaurav Desai. He moves on to 43 of just 20, and in 9 is 79 for 3. Maharudra rising quickly and fast towards the target of 111 runs. I think we might be in for an early lunch. So Abhishek Kotambikar has been told to continue and finish his spell of 4 overs so far, 2 for 17. I think all the hopes what were alive of this team must have been diminished by now. Still is beating the bat. Gaurav Desai is still playing well, playing his shots. And just 32 runs required in 65 balls. Looking to finish this off in a much earlier time frame. Abhishek is still making it difficult for the batsmen like Sarfaraz Nawaz to get even a single. Oh, beaten him once again. Beaten him once again. No fit moment whatsoever of Sarfaraz Nawaz. This is top class stuff here from Abhishek Kotambikar. Not only with the bat, but he's a very handy bowler. This is in the air, but slashing it and finding the gap as well. Well, bowler will feel unlucky. This is not a convincing shot coming from Sarfaraz Nawaz, but nevertheless, he will find a boundary down towards the third man region. Sarfaraz also playing his shots in spite of being beaten 3 or 4 times in this over. This is a much better shot down the ground in this over. So Abhishek Potambikar, what a lovely spell of off-spin bowling here from him. Just a boundary, but not a convincing from the batsman. And creating chances, creating opportunities, finishing his spell with 4 overs, 2 for 22. After 10 is 84 for 3. So Deepak Patil, who has been included as a super sub and an impact player, is an off spinner. I think captain can very well replace him. Not maybe in this over, but maybe in the next over. Just a 27 runs required, and Svikar Parab just will feel that this does not finish it in this over with aggression that has been showed here by God of Desai and Sarfraz Nawaz. Well, you also, everyone wants also to see the impact player since he has been included. Must be a good off spinner. So let's see whether they can give him a ball after this over. But this is the 11th over. The shorter side has been chosen by Sarfraz Nawaz and Gaurav Desai. Since this is shorter boundaries down the ground and also on the leg side. So Srikar Parab has to be absolutely correct as far as the variations and line and length is concerned. In comes Srikar Parab. जे भुरगे हांगा ग्राउंडा वयल्यान चलतात आनी मातशे बॉला नजर दवरची. Beaten the very first delivery. Once again, this was a slower ball here, going for the cross-batted. He was slog sweep, we can say, for the medium pacer, just getting a single. Let's see how many runs come of this over. This is all over here for Western Chargers. This partnership has also got them close towards the target. Since this is a golden over, if any boundaries come in this over, it will be doubled. So let's see how much they get. So far, just getting singles of the first 2 balls. That's a magnificent 6 here, and this 6 coming over the pull shot, and 50 up here for Gaurav Desai. And I think with the flurry of the runs, oh, that ball just landed in short. This should have, the boundary was written all over it. Unlucky, Gaurav Desai. So 10 runs coming off this over, make it 20. So I think just 7 more runs required. And can we see the super sub here bowling into action? The impact player, Deepak Patil, was included in the side. So we have still not have seen how he bowls. Maybe the captain has other ideas. So just 7 more runs required. And this match is going to end well ahead of time. A clinical performance here to say from Maharudra Rising. A strong side on paper. Everyone knew what a good side this is. And certainly done the performance to keep up their name alive in this tournament. They are certainly going to be the first side to enter into the semi-final in some short span of time. Maybe in this over itself. So starts off with a Yorker length delivery here, Vedant Madgaonkar. So just a few moments left in this match. And next match is going to be even bigger. Big names are playing. Ex-Ranji players. Not only for Goa, this is down the ground. This might be going for 6 runs. This is over the head of the fielder. And Gaurav Desai wants to finish this off with a maximum. And scores are tie. Not only good against the spin, but also against the faster bowlers. He has shown his class. Played those pull shot. Played in the covers. Played at long on region. Everything, all the shots in this book. And a compact player that he is. Once again, a classic shot at the back foot of hand, and getting a boundary as well. And that sums up the day here for Western Chargers. Well, the Maharudra Rising side didn't allow any of the batters or bowlers to charge here in this match of Western Chargers. They were discharged right at the start and rocked back after those 3 wickets. They could not come back in that match from that point of the time. Only big positive coming was from Abhishek Kotambikar. A beautiful knock from him. And also in the bowling department did a fabulous job. And it was in the end Gaurav Desai, classical innings in this run chase. Aggressor, attacking way. And maybe that's the only way that he likes. Scored 61 of just 26 balls. So it's going to be tricky here to find a player of the match award. Sarfaraz Nawaz also played a handy knock of 22 runs. And 250s we have seen in this match. And Maharudra Rising are going to be the first side to enter into Sanguem cricketers all Goa Panchayat and Municipality level tournament, entering into the semi-finals. So congratulations to them. Dragons and Gumteshwar Margaon, 2 strong sides, 2 strong sides on paper, and also some very, very good players, ex-Ranji players from Goa and outside Goa are going to play that match that is going to be played next. So player of the match award is definitely going to Sarfaraz Nawaz. He picked up 2 wickets early in the very first batting power play, but I request Sarfaraz Nawaz to come after a while so he can take a little rest. 3 wickets, 2 in the batting power play, 2 in the mandatory power play, 1 in the golden over, and 4 overs, 10 runs, 3 wickets for him. So he is a good run, continues with the bat and the ball, and picks up and scores handy 22 runs of just 16 balls. So that's it from my side. See you later on.
ऐसे ही और भी वीडियोस के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और बेल आइकन को दबाना बिल्कुल मत भूलो। ऐसे ही और भी वीडियोस के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और बेल आइकन को दबाना बिल्कुल मत भूलो। ऐसे ही और भी वीडियोस के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और बेल आइकन को दबाना बिल्कुल मत भूलो। ऐसे ही और भी वीडियोस के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और बेल आइकन को दबाना बिल्कुल मत भूलो। ऐसे ही और भी वीडियोस के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और बेल आइकन को दबाना बिल्कुल मत भूलो। ऐसे ही और भी वीडियोस के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और बेल आइकन को दबाना बिल्कुल मत भूलो। ऐसे ही और भी वीडियोस के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और बेल आइकन को दबाना बिल्कुल मत भूलो। ऐसे ही और भी वीडियोस के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और बेल आइकन को दबाना बिल्कुल मत भूलो। ऐसे ही और भी वीडियोस के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और बेल आइकन को दबाना बिल्कुल मत भूलो। ऐसे ही और भी वीडियोस के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और बेल आइकन को दबाना बिल्कुल मत भूलो। ऐसे ही और भी वीडियोस के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और बेल आइकन को दबाना बिल्कुल मत भूलो। ऐसे ही और भी वीडियोस के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और बेल आइकन को दबाना बिल्कुल मत भूलो। ऐसे ही और भी वीडियोस के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और बेल आइकन को दबाना बिल्कुल मत भूलो। ऐसे ही और भी वीडियोस के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और बेल आइकन को दबाना बिल्कुल मत भूलो। ऐसे ही और भी वीडियोस के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और बेल आइकन को दबाना बिल्कुल मत भूलो। ऐसे ही और भी वीडियोस के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और बेल आइकन को दबाना बिल्कुल मत भूलो। ऐसे ही और भी वीडियोस के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और बेल आइकन को दबाना बिल्कुल मत भूलो। ऐसे ही और भी वीडियोस के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और बेल आइकन को दबाना बिल्कुल मत भूलो। ऐसे ही और भी वीडियोस के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और बेल आइकन को दबाना बिल्कुल मत भूलो। ऐसे ही और भी वीडियोस के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और बेल आइकन को दबाना बिल्कुल मत भूलो। ऐसे ही और भी वीडियोस के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और बेल आइकन को दबाना बिल्कुल मत भूलो। ऐसे ही और भी वीडियोस के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और बेल आइकन को दबाना बिल्कुल मत भूलो। ऐसे ही और भी वीडियोस के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और बेल आइकन को दबाना बिल्कुल मत भूलो। ऐसे ही और भी वीडियोस के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और बेल आइकन को दबाना बिल्कुल मत भूलो। ऐसे ही और भी वीडियोस के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और बेल आइकन को दबाना बिल्कुल मत भूलो। ऐसे ही और भी वीडियोस के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और बेल आइकन को दबाना बिल्कुल मत भूलो। ऐसे ही और भी वीडियोस के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और बेल आइकन को दबाना बिल्कुल मत भूलो। ऐसे ही और भी वीडियोस के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और बेल आइकन को दबाना बिल्कुल मत भूलो। ऐसे ही और भी वीडियोस के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और बेल आइकन को दबाना बिल्कुल मत भूलो। ऐसे ही और भी वीडियोस के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और बेल आइकन को दबाना बिल्कुल मत भूलो। ऐसे ही और भी वीडियोस के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और बेल आइकन को दबाना बिल्कुल मत भूलो। ऐसे ही और भी वीडियोस के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और बेल आइकन को दबाना बिल्कुल मत भूलो। ऐसे ही और भी वीडियोस के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और बेल आइकन को दबाना बिल्कुल मत भूलो। ऐसे ही और भी वीडियोस के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और बेल आइकन को दबाना बिल्कुल मत भूलना। ऐसे ही और भी वीडियोस के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और बेल आइकन को दबाना बिल्कुल मत भूलना। ऐसे ही और भी वीडियोस के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और बेल आइकन को दबाना बिल्कुल मत भूलना। ऐसे ही और भी वीडियोस के लिए